Professor Kindiki, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, Your Excellency Governor of Mombasa, heads of delegation, representatives of international organizations, development partners, members of the diplomatic corps, private sector leaders, researchers and academia, youth delegates, distinguished guests. We in Kenya believe strongly on what our elders tell us. When an elder speaks, there is normally no debate, no argument. So by the new definition of age grouping from Secretary John Kerry, that the 80s are in the 50s, then I'm speaking to you as a teenager. Allow me, Your Excellency, to recognize my three colleagues, the Minister for Defense, Soipan Tuya, the Minister for Sports, Salim Mvurya, the Minister for East Africa Community, Beatrice School, and finally, my mother, Her Excellency, Dr. Aida Odinga. Excellencies, I take this early opportunity to welcome you all to Kenya and Excellency. Also recognize my dear brother and colleague, Lee Kinyanjui, the Minister for Trade and Industrialization. Because there is rarely an opportunity like this, Your Excellency, allow me to breach protocol for 1 minute so that I can donate some of my time to my brother Lee to come and position Kenya on how we connect the ocean with trade, industrialization, and economic activities. Lee.
Thank you, the Honorable Hassan Joho, the Minister for Blue Economy. Allow me, Your Excellencies, to acknowledge the Deputy President, Professor Kindiki, the Secretary, John Kerry, and all the guests who are here observing all the protocol. Mine is very simple, is to say that for a long time, as has already been said, the blue economy and the oceans have not been given their due attention. And in particular, even here in Kenya, to also confirm that for the longest period, the issue around blue economy was within different departments of government and never consolidated. And I'm happy to say that over the last 4 years, we have since consolidated, we have a full ministry, and we have a policy so that we can realize the full potential of the blue economy. Allow me also to say that of the entire world, in Africa and in Europe and other places, proximity to the ocean is associated with wealth, especially in the West. The realization of how to extract wealth from the ocean, especially in the West and the Americas, is very high. However, in our continent, being next to the sea or the ocean is not an automatic ticket to wealth extraction. So again, as a continent, and also here in Kenya, we believe that there lies a huge opportunity for us to come together and put the oceans where they belong. And for that matter, allow me just to outline two issues. One is that Kenya has a 600-kilometer coastline. Within this coastline, there is fishing, there is logistics, there's everything. And within our plan for joining the entire continent in the Africa Free Trade Area, one of our biggest challenges is that it takes between 45 to 60 days to move a container from Mombasa to Ghana, whereas it will take 5 to 6 days to move it to the Middle East. So the area around transshipment and reducing cargo time and the cost of freight is going to be a major issue. And I'm happy to note Kenya, especially through our Lamu port, is keen to play this role. And we are therefore inviting the blue economy community into seeing how we can be able to work around this. Lastly, allow me to say that we are aware that, again, in the oceans are many hotels. In terms of the cruise ships that we have there, the cargo, and this is a major employer across the world. Again, here for Kenya, I want to encourage our shipping companies that if you want the best tech, if you want the people in hospitality, if you want the people in any area you want to think of, we have institutions that have been aligned to ensure that we provide manpower for the ocean and the economy around that. And I think this is an area we want to work closely to build and bridge the gap that is there. Again, on last one, for Lamu, we have been in discussions with some of the shipbuilding companies, and we want to say that our deep sea port in Lamu is a huge opportunity waiting to be explored. It is deep enough for all the big ship builders that want to come, noting that across Africa, we have not been able to exploit that part. And I believe that part of those of you who are here, the companies that are here to look for opportunities, the shipping lines and everybody, this will be an opportunity for us to come together. Once again, I want to say my big thank you and welcome you to Kenya and Mombasa. Thank you.
Excellencies, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to Kenya and to the historic coastal city of Mombasa for the 11th Our Ocean Conference. We are deeply privileged to convene this global ocean community at such defining moment for our planet and our shared future. I extend our sincere appreciation to all our delegates, partners, institutions and stakeholders who have joined us for this important global gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, we meet under the timely and powerful theme, our ocean, our heritage, our future. This theme reminds us that the ocean is not only a shared natural resource, but also a shared responsibility. Having been born and raised along Kenya's coastline, I have personally witnessed the profound connection between coastal communities and the ocean. For generations, the Indian Ocean has shaped our identity, sustained livelihoods, facilitated trade, inspired culture, and created opportunities for millions of people across our region. Unfortunately, today, the ocean faces unprecedented pressure from climate change, marine pollution, biodiversity loss, habitat degradation, unsustainable exploitation of marine resources, and illegal, unreported, unregulated fishing. These, however, pose critical opportunities for us to address immediate economic, social, and security aspects affecting livelihoods, food security, resilience, and sustainable development. Distinguished guests, cognizant of the above, the government of Kenya is undertaking deliberate measures to unlock the immense potential in our marine and aquatic resources while safeguarding them from future generations, through sustainable and science-based management approaches. Under the leadership of His Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, Kenya has prioritized the blue economy as a key driver within its bottom-up economic transformation agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here in Mombasa over the coming days, let this conference serve not only as a platform for dialogue, but also as a catalyst for measurable action and meaningful partnerships. The world expects bold leadership, practical solutions, and credible commitments that can accelerate the ocean action. I therefore wish to make a clarion call to all of us. to accelerate implementation of the existing ocean commitments, establish a global blue economy investment facility for developing countries, blended finance mechanisms, increase investment and climate finance for ocean-based adaptation projects, accelerate implementation of the High Seas Biodiversity Agreement, strengthen regional fisheries management and action against IUU fishing. Additionally, we need to create an enabling investment environment for launching the Blue Bond and other resource mobilization strategies for the ocean investment. Kenya stands ready to work with all partners in advancing shared vision for healthy oceans, resilient communities, and sustainable prosperity. History will judge us not by the promise we make today, but by the actions we take to secure the future of our oceans. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to all development partners, sponsors, organizers, technical teams, stakeholders, and volunteers whose dedication and commitment have made this conference possible. I extend my special appreciation to the people of Mombasa, whose governor spoke from the heart. Later on, we will want to find a cardiologist to look at the heart. And we'll leave to the commitment. But thank you, Governor, for hosting us. Yesterday, you took some of the delegates to some dance, even though you got them to dance, but you never danced. And that's why we'll find a cardiologist to look at your heart. I extend special appreciation to the people of Mombasa for their warm hospitality and continued stewardship of Kenya's coastal heritage. And once again, I warmly welcome you to Kenya and to Mombasa and wish you fruitful deliberations during this conference. Your Excellencies, they said, so there's a famous saying, it goes in Kiswahili, kuingia Mombasa ni harusi, kutoka Mombasa ni matanga. And because, Your Excellency, you are a professor of law and a master in the British language, you will translate that for us when you come. Because it's very difficult for me to happily translate a funeral situation. So you will do it better than all of us. Allow me now